But without further ado, I know no one cares about hearing from me when we have Elden Ring lined up. So let's go ahead and bring in all of our various people doing Elden Ring. That's going to be the Mighty Dad, that's going to be Danger, and that's going to be Fry and Ryan. How are the three of you doing today?
Feeling good. Let's do this.
Yes, I'm
also great.
Yes, I'm very excited for this run. Let's get it.
All right.
Let's get started, everybody.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, if you want to do intros first, or if you want to give us a 3, 2, 1, just give us a countdown. We'll get going.
Okay. Sorry, let me just make the character real quick.
Yes, name it after us. I love it.
Yes. All right, I'm good to go over here.
Cool. Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Whenever
starting
time
up
starts.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck. Have fun.
Thank you. Very excited to be here playing my favorite game of all time, and doing so in a very silly way. Killing as few things as possible. Love the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Very, very difficult DLC, and I think that this run has a lot of interesting restrictions that the normal speedrun doesn't have, so I'm happy to showcase that.
Yeah, so in this run, the Mighty Giant Dad will be doing his absolute best to traverse, find, and dodge, and not slay any monsters unless absolutely necessary.
And with that, Tarnished GDQ is off to the races.
First thing I gotta do is jump off this cliff.
Whee! All right, that's it.
The reason we do that is because I have to die to the grafted Scion boss. It's sort of a forced loss encounter, and that's just the fastest way to do that.
We'll see. If the Tarnished dies, and is the only one that dies, then nothing else has to die. So, therefore...
That's true. I'm gonna try to keep my own dying to a minimum. This run is very hard, so no promises on Deathless, but I will do my absolute best.
But then again, what is death in the Lands Between anyway?
Not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to ask the people in chat to guess how many bosses we're going to slay today.
All right,
We've
chat,
kept it kind of a secret from you guys to make this run a little more exciting, but I want to see some guesses. You know, I was throw up some numbers.
Now, as a point of clarification for chat so they can make guesses, you said bosses. Do we expect to only kill bosses in this run?
Ooh, that's a good question. So, actually, there are...
Maybe we don't answer that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it open.
It's coming up on the iconic Tree Sentinel, but looks like we are not going to even be giving him the time of day.
Yeah, so Elden Ring has this wonderful thing that other Souls games don't have, where as long as you're not in combat, you have infinite stamina. And so that means I can just run as much as I want, I can roll, I can do all sorts of stamina-consuming things as much as I want, as long as I'm not in combat. So I'm going to be trying to avoid enemy detection as much as possible.
Yes, because there's a lot of traversing through the land of the Elden Ring. Mighty will be doing as much as he can to kind of, stay out of the line of sight of all the enemies as he can. Because, we kind of want to have our own little adventure here.
Yes, sir.
I remember the first time I came up to this camp, it took me a embarrassingly long time to clear, as Elden Ring was my first Souls game.
We all have memories.
And I also did not understand the concept of, resting at a site of grace and enemies respawn. You can imagine my dismay after I rested at a site of grace, after it took me an hour to kill every enemy in the camp.
I can play turning to aid you. You need to the foot. Then summon me. I bequeath.
I see some people in chat asking, does it count to use summons on bosses?
No summons will be used in this run.
No.
I see. Well, there is your answer.
In my book, I would say
Spirit
killing
Ash.
is killing, regardless of how we do it. If something dies, it counts.
Yes, that is definitely true. If I caused something to die, I killed it. Whether I summoned something to do that or not.
Commander must take responsibility for his troops.
I will give one clarification. Enemies in this game will sporadically just die, whether it be from like falling off cliffs or
That's
friendly
fair.
fire. So to account for that, Mighty will be not having any benefits of that. He will ensure that he won't get any benefits from getting any of the souls from that, but that will come up a little later in this run, if it does.
Yeah, sometimes things just like to fall off cliffs in this game. I didn't cause them to die. That doesn't count as me killing them, but also I'm not gonna then go ahead and spend the runes that I get from them dying. I'll be using an item called the Memory of Grace, which clears out all the runes from my inventory, just to make sure I don't gain any kind of advantage from that. Let's see, like there, it just happened.
Running away from the runes like, no.
It's a reset. It's a reset.
Reset, yeah, no.
There was a challenge I saw from, I think it was Mario 64, where like clearing a level, well, like you collect the star, but like it has to actually catch you to collect it. So like collecting the star, but not letting it make contact with Mario.
What?
It's like some kind of...
That sounds crazy.
I don't remember. I saw a challenge run a very long time ago of somebody doing that. It was very funny because it turned the star basically into a stalker enemy.
That's very meta.
Oh,
The star collects you.
I think you're... Is that Green Demon you're thinking of? I don't know.
Maybe? It was a long time ago. Here we are at church.
Yes, I just picked up two very important items. One of them is a Sacred Tear that increases the amount of health that my healing flask restores, and one of them is the Flask of Wondrous Physic, which is a really cool thing. It's like a once per life temporary buff to my character. The buffs that I receive depend on the crystal tears I mix into it. And
We'll be using those to get every advantage.
absolutely. The two crystal tears I'm mainly going to be using are one that I'm about to pick up that increases the damage of my charged heavy attacks. Right there, spiked crack tier. And I'm also going to be grabbing the Strength Knot crystal tier later, which increases my strength stat by 10, just big DPS increase. All right, time to wake up the bear.
Good old rune bears.
Yeah, whenever there's a sleeping bear, make sure to poke it and agitate it as much as possible.
True. All right. Grabbing,
That's how the saying goes, right? Always like poke the sleeping bear. Yeah.
Definitely.
grabbing the axe. Great advice from my commentators. Oh my goodness. Okay.
And we're out of there.
We were never worried. It was always fine.
I'm like waiting for the stream to catch back up so I can see that happen again.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. I just saw it happen on my other monitor.
Yes, we get instant replay if we have the stream open. We can come back in 5 seconds.
Nice.
So, as with the nature of this run, as the Mighty Giant Dad will not be slaying many enemies, a lot of the beginning of this run is just kind of like a scavenger hunt. He is going around trying to collect as much buffs to not only his damage output, but also his defense, as well as perks to his healing. So that's going to be a good portion of the beginning of this run.
I would say my main objective right now is I'm trying to reach Altus Plateau, because that just has things we really need. The fastest way to do that is via the Grand Lift of Dectus. So I need both halves of the Dectus Medallion, and here's the first half. And now, as promised, the Memory of Grace, so I will not be benefiting from those 4 runes. Don't worry.
4 runes is such an unfair advantage. I don't know.
Really would have been, right? Like,
Honestly, cheater alert.
okay. Gonna take this portal over to Caelid, everyone's favorite level in this game.
Things to do in Caelid.
Leave. Unfortunately, we do actually have things to do in Caelid.
Dang it.
It's unfortunate.
This section is responsible for some of the best memes that came out of this game.
I would agree.
I feel like I was one of the only people that didn't open the chest that teleports you to Caelid, so I never had that.
The chest that takes you to Baba Yaga? Yeah, that's a good one.
Not because I heard about it. I heard that, oh, there's a chest that takes you to Caelid. I just never found it.
Someone in chat asking, speaking of cheater alert, will there be zipping in this run?
There will definitely not be zipping. I am not down patched. Okay, this dragon's gonna be a little scary right here, but I should be fine. We're fine? Okay.
Oh yeah, he's doing the tail swipe.
Now, I'm curious, because we want to keep the mystery of how much we're killing and why, but I'm curious how this run came about. Are you the one that kind of came up with this idea and routed it and built it out? Because it was the first I had heard of it when you sent it our way, or is this something that the community's been working on for a while?
I would say this particular route is definitely my brainchild. It was just something I was curious about and wanted to look into. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure other people in the community have had similar ideas, but I'm pretty happy with the route and the run that I came up with, so I'm here to share that today.
That's what I love about challenge runs, like when the community's like, this game's not hard enough, let's find a creative way to make the game more interesting. It's like, oh, what if we just, don't level up, or like whatever.
Yeah. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree is too easy, actually, is the problem.
As Mighty says, hold Mighty Ring.
All right, so this is going to be the first example of a grace that I am grabbing purely for safety, because it's just possible that I die in this fort.
So are we doing minimum number of graces in this run as well?
Well, I mean, you want to avoid... getting graces takes time. You want to avoid getting them when they're not necessary.
Let's just add all the challenges. Minimum graces, hit lists, death lists, make it all the things.
Level 1.
Blindfolded, one hand.
Yeah, I mean...
every enemy there and invisible.
Right. Here's the second half of the Dectus Medallion.
Nice.
Sweet.
All right, so now...
That is our key.
So now there's nothing stopping me from going to Altus Plateau. Now I just need to escape the fort.
Should be simple.
Oh, something pretty, critical, I think, that I just haven't mentioned yet is, obviously, since I can't kill anything, my access to runes is, very, very limited, seeing as that's, the main way you gain runes in this game is by killing things. So especially in the early game, I'm going to be heavily, heavily reliant on just, rune pickups on the ground, like golden runes.
That is right, because you didn't necessarily say you were doing this at level 1, just you weren't killing anything.
Yes, so I definitely can level up, but it's just that I would need to do so as of right now with golden runes that I pick up off the ground. I just picked up a golden rune 12 in that fort right there, which is going to give me a nice 7,500.
Are those randomized or are they set locations?
They are set locations. Otherwise, this run would not work. Danger is our resident Night Rain player.
Okay.
Yeah. Got a couple hundred hours in Night Rain. Climbed to depth 4 in Deep of Night.
Scale that sheer cliff right there. I am absolutely petrified of fall damage in this game. This speedrun in particular has given me reason to be. So if I seem if I'm ever scaling a steep drop like that, if I seem a little bit timid, if I'm kind of taking my time with it, just know I'm really, really making sure that I'm not just gonna suddenly break my ankles and die.
Now to be clear,
Mighty and I were discussing.
I was gonna say the horse dying does not count in the kills.
That is correct. The horse dying does not count.
Torrent cannot die. He is unstoppable. He cannot truly die. Yeah, Mighty and I were discussing earlier that we were quite used to having no fall damage in our Night Rain runs. It is a great thing. It's a great thing to have.
All right. So Melena's going to come here and take me to the round table holds. This is just a scripted event that always happens. And since I have to like warp somewhere here anyway, it actually makes the most sense to do this right now, because that'll save a teleport later. Cool.
Chat's already asking how you're gonna handle Radon and Moog. Stay tuned, chat. Stay tuned. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Well,
I guess you'll have to see.
Wouldn't you like?
Yeah. So the weapon for this run is, I think, one of the probably the most interesting routing decision, because very common speedrun weapons such as like the Death's Poker or like Death's Poker, like very, very common speedrun weapons are not available to us, seeing as those require killing things. So I had to be a little creative. I really had to. I actually pulled up a list of like every single weapon in Elden Ring, and I like filtered them out by like, okay, these ones are available like before Lindell because we can't go to Lindell, right? And these ones I can wield at the start of the game. These ones deal decent enough damage that I can beat the DLC with it. And probably one of the most important restrictions is that it has to be on the somber upgrade path, because any weapon that upgrades with like normal smithing stones in this game, you'll know they take so many upgrade materials that it's just completely unviable for any kind of speedrun. So with all of those restrictions, there really was only one weapon that seemed even remotely viable. And I have to say, I'm very, very happy with the choice. I'm curious to see if anyone can put together what it is.
I wonder what it will be.
Yes, when the Mighty Giant Dad showed me this run for the first time, once I saw this weapon, I was ecstatic.
It's a good one. All right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm skipping Stormvale Castle, just going the long way around here to Liurnia.
Man, I wish I could have skipped Stormville Castle in my first run.
No, it's a great dungeon. I mean, it's hard.
Oh no, it's a great dungeon, but also I hate it. But also it's great.
I feel that way about a lot of things in this game.
The perfect summary of Elden Ring.
Big jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we stick the landing.
Easy.
Parkour.
Very nice. That's one of a few parkouring sections in this game,
Yes.
as Mighty alluded to earlier.
I will say that's
Not built for platforming.
no, definitely not. I will say that's definitely one of the easier ones. There's one in particular when we get into the DLC that I'm pretty nervous about, I'll be honest.
I'm sure
It'll be fine. First try, every time, easy.
Yeah, just ignore gravity. You'll be fine.
Simply ignore gravity, true. Alrighty, so Liurnia has these like very helpful teleporters scattered around. I'm going to be using them to traverse the area a little more quickly.
And where will this one be taking us?
Taking us right to Raya Lucaria.
Ah.
I'm going to be grabbing this grace because I'm going to be teleporting back here a number of times throughout the run. This is a very load-bearing grace for this run. If that grace wasn't there, this run would be a lot longer.
So just to clarify, you can teleport to all of the graces in this game, correct?
That's correct. You have fast travel unlocked from the beginning. This is not Dark Souls 1.
Gotcha.
Looking forward to that when I start my Dark Souls.
Oh yes, you have to unlock fast travel in that game.
Oh.
And
so
Demon
you saw me
Souls just doesn't even have it.
That's true, yeah. And Well, Demon Souls is like Bloodborne, where like you have to keep going back to like the hub worlds to go anywhere, right?
Yeah. So we'll have that on later today. I think it's the remake. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's the remake. But yeah, you go to the hub world and you select like stage 1-2 or 1-3 or whatever, and you do it that way.
Demon Souls definitely my least played FromSoft game.
Well,
All right, we're
speaking
gonna
of,
talk to this giant blacksmith.
I mean, they were still figuring out the Souls formula, basically, at that point,
Yeah.
right?
well, for anyone that wants a preview of not the entire Souls catalog, but quite a bit of it after this show with the Scenic Route, we do have Sekiro, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne, I believe. So if you're
There was a
enjoying,
heck of a lineup tonight.
yeah,
I'm
if you're
very excited to be part of
enjoying
it.
From Software games, don't go anywhere because there's going to be more of them, and they're going to be glitchless. So you'll get to see more of the game than maybe you would if it was on our show. Because when we had Sekiro, we just air swam through the entire game.
Oh my gosh, Sekiro speedruns are so broken. They're hilarious. I love them.
Air.
Yes, you
yeah.
can swim in the air. It's great.
Yeah, you jump into a
reminds
puddle
me-
and then fly. It's incredible.
Oh my god.
It almost reminds me of the Breath of the Wild's glitch with the bomb. How you just kind of wiggle through the
Oh,
air.
that
Oh my
one's
god.
Yes. I just want to shout out the way that the routing works out here. So somber smithing stones are obviously something I need. I need one for each upgrade level, so 1 through 9, and then an ancient dragon somber smithing stone. I picked up a somber stone 5 in Kaled. I just bought somber stones 1, 2, and 3 from the blacksmith, and so that would leave me without somber stone 4. Except that just dead guy in a random chair that I just passed by has a somber stone 4.
How
specifically,
convenient.
which is so convenient. I love the way. I just love it when things work out like that.
Thank you, FromSoft.
Yeah, it's great.
It's also a great thing about just enemy corpses in the world of these the worlds of these games will just have the most randomest things on them, like a smithing stone.
Yeah, like
4.
what was that?
The same,
What was that guy chilling in a chair with a somber stone 4? Like, what was he doing? You know?
I mean, again, same principle when running in Night Rain. You gotta loot the corpses in whenever there's a shifting earth, because I think there's a higher chance that they drop rarer weapons. So like, yeah, I've gotten the blasphemous staff. What was it, the Rykard weapon?
Blasphemous blade.
Blasphemy staff?
Blasphemous blade.
No, not that one. The
Oh.
the Great Hammer. Which one is it? The blasphemous something. Crap, it's evading my mind at the moment. But yeah, it's like, yeah, some corpse will just have that.
So that whole path that I just ran past, I think is really funny because there's like these trebuchets that are like shooting at you, trying to guard, the Grand Lift. And I think they're hilarious because if you just stay like slightly to the left of the road, they just cannot hit you.
Like, as in targeting, or they just can't turn around in time to get you?
Yeah, like their targeting they just miss you. They shoot, but they miss. It's great. It's so funny.
Funniest skill issue in the game.
All right. And with that, we have reached Altus Plateau.
We've made it.
Elevator time. And here we are.
Altus Plateau, such a pretty level. Love this area. Love the
It really
goals.
is. Elden Ring, I feel like, has the most... I'm not, like, saying that the other Souls games aren't pretty, because they absolutely are, but, like, the open world of Elden Ring is just so
gorgeous.
beautiful. It's like actual forests and animals and all that.
Alrighty. A little bit of a jump here. Good.
Very nice.
Yeah, so if I missed that jump, I would die. I would just die. Fall damage is ruthless in this game.
And little did chat know when watching Constance, which is a platformer, that we were also doing a Souls game that is a platformer.
Yeah, right?
We will turn this game into a platformer, whether it was intended for it or not.
This Tibia Mariner is probably not going to bother us. He is about to summon a giant skeleton from the ground. But surely it won't hit me. There we go.
Oh,
Epic dodge.
I'm still waiting to find out.
did it just spawn?
I'm waiting to find out what is the first thing we're gonna kill, because we're almost 25 minutes in and we haven't killed something yet.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't you worry. Right now, what I need to worry about is this volcanic gas spewing out from the ground. Mount Gelmir is definitely like a mid-game area. I have not leveled up my character yet. This gas spewing out from the ground will one-shot me. And the hitbox is quite a bit wider than it seems, so gotta be a little careful here.
When are we planning on leveling up for the first time?
Literally immediately before I fight the first thing.
I see.
And I will only be leveling up health for that fight.
All right, chat, we'll take predictions. What do you think the first thing is that we're going to be fighting and killing? If anybody has any thoughts, knows the routing and run better than I do, I personally do not know. But if you have any thoughts in chat, get your votes in now so we can hold you to them before we do it.
Now remember, this will be on the test later, so I want you guys to bring your best work.
Yes. So as we go through, this is kind of just like a very long running section, so we're going to really appreciate the nature that Elden Ring has to offer. For example, here's Mr. Magma Worm going for his daily stroll.
Hello, Mr. Magma.
Oh, he is.
Hello.
He is going for his stroll. He's doing his fitness grand pacer.
Can we say getting those steps in? He is a worm.
And now these demi-humans are so excited to see me that they're setting off firecrackers. How nice of them.
Oh, they have presents.
Yes, look at that.
I love how this has become Pokemon Snap.
Right? This run is so good.
Yeah.
We make our own
Right.
fun.
Fun fact: if you throw
Miss
the
Runbear.
at the
Nice jump. She's been practicing that.
yo big ups.
Huge jumps.
Yeah, actually, if you throw an apple at the magma worm, it turns into Charizard.
Insane.
We have a lot of different answers in chat.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Praetor, Radon,
Yes.
Magnus, Sylvester Stallone, Soldier of Godric, Mohg,
Sylvester.
Soldier of Godric.
No, not Soldier of Godric, Soldier of God.
Rich Soldier of God.
That was
Yes.
not me saying it wrong. That is how it's written. I was just slipping in Stallone to see if anyone noticed. That is in chat as well.
Yeah, I love that
I did
one.
see that in the chat. Yeah.
Soldier of Godric is such a based answer. I really wish it was correct.
We would have had to kill Soldier of Godric already, though.
No, I would have to go back later after I'm stronger. You can't kill him right at the
Oh, that's
beginning of the
right.
game. I mean, that's impossible.
Oh, I forget you could go back there. That's right.
Alrighty, taking the time now to cash in all the golden seeds and sacred tears I've been picking up. Give me some more flasks and more healing per flask. And also mix my wondrous physic. And now, I will be entering the Gelmir Hero's Grave. Something that is not done in very many Elden Ring speedruns. And the reason is because this is where we're finally getting our weapon for the run.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
If you're not as familiar with Elden Ring, but you've maybe seen like clips, you may recognize this as the place with all the lava and the giant chariot that one-shots you.
Fond memories of running through that for the first time.
So I'm going to be running through that.
Not for the first time.
I would hope not.
And at some points, he does mean literally run through this.
I hated this area so much. I mean, it's awesome, again, in true FromSoft fashion, but also I hate it.
And let's keep in mind, we're still level 1 or whatever the equivalent is that we start at. We have no bonus health, defense, items, anything.
Those skeletons are just like whoever placed those is
Right?
evil, like actually evil.
Uh-oh, the souls are following you.
Alrighty, time to deal with lava in Elden Ring.
Yep.
Keep rolling. Oh, sorry. Don't want copy.
So good.
No copyright.
Just take a nice warm bath, you know?
Oh man, you know, this winter's been pretty cold. Nothing like a good lava roll to warm you up, huh?
Oh yeah. It's like a hot tub, you know?
We saw the worm doing it and we got jealous.
And there it is! It's the weapon! The ringed finger!
We found it!
Yes, I am so happy that this, I am pretty sure, is actually the optimal choice for this run. It has good enough damage that I can beat the DLC with it. It's located in the first half of the game. I don't have to kill anything to get it. Upgrades with Somber Stones. I can wield it from the beginning of the game. It really does check all the boxes, and it is so funny. It's just a giant finger that you just wield as a sword. It's hilarious. What a great weapon.
We are literally giving the finger to the game.
It's so good.
I love the sense of humor that FromSoft has. Like, the lore of these games is always, you know, something incredibly tragic and so many horrible, horrible things happen, but, you know, then there's also a sword that's also a giant finger. Because.
Okay, well, I just warped to the wrong race, but that's fine.
You didn't pet the doggy, though.
The doggy wanted to pet me, so get out of there.
I think, is this the only open world, or not the only setting in Souls games where there's just normal animals just kind of hanging out in the overworld?
I mean,
Like normal, healthy
I was
animals?
gonna say, it depends what you consider a normal animal.
Yeah.
I mean, like, literally just a wolf. Like, that's just a wolf, not a diseased, emaciated dog with fungus colonizing its brain or something. That is just a normal
I was gonna say,
wolf.
I'll never forget when I came across those bird-dog hybrids in Bloodborne.
Oh, that was miserable.
And then you see them, and then they
sorry,
switch
I
the
just want to
bodies.
interrupt. So I'm going to do a little sort of glitch here. I'm going to jump over a death plane. And hopefully land in the Stake of Marika in the Star Scourge Radon boss fight. Got it.
Very
So that
nice.
skips the entirety of Redmane Castle.
Okay.
And now I will
Very-
fight Star Scourge Radon.
Uh-oh, Radon is the answer, I
+6 ringed
guess.
finger. Yep, Radon is the first enemy that we will be fighting. Did not mean to get off the horse, that's fine. Okay. So at the beginning of this fight, I'm gonna immediately run backwards to like despawn him, actually. And that skips like the whole first phase where you have to like run away from the arrows and stuff. So hopefully he will shoot this arrow to the right and not at me. Good. Go ahead and summon the boys to help out.
Yep.
Get him, squad.
Hope he uses a certain attack here. Good. Perfect.
Comes Radon on his signature horse. I was going to say tiny horse, but that is just a normal-sized horse.
I guess compared to Radon, you know, it is a little tiny, but to us, yeah, it's just a normal horse.
It is, in fact, just a normal horse. He is very big.
Yo, if that is a normal, I feel bad. He must have major scoliosis or something trying to carry around Radon all day.
I believe the lore is that Radon learned gravity magic so he could still ride around on his favorite horse.
That's true. Absolutely.
Pretty based.
I mean,
I can't
the horse.
Very based.
The horse is still infected with scarlet rot and all that stuff, so it's not like it lives a very miserable existence even still, but
No.
still faithfully serving its master.
Yes, as someone says in chat, we love Leonard the horse.
Leonard MVP. Unsung hero of Elden.
Got him. Phew! All right.
Very nice.
That's one, chat. Keep track at home.
One's in chat to help me count.
I'm actually surprised by how much damage you were doing, considering
Right?
the limitations.
This weapon is so good.
The power of the
The power of the finger.
So do we know which finger you are wielding?
I would imagine it's the
Reinhardt
ring.
has-
I would imagine it's the ring finger.
Wait, that's true. Reinhardt has more than 5 fingers, though, so he might have more than one ring finger.
The second ring finger.
Or third, or fourth.
Had to talk to finger reader Enya there just for like story progression reasons. And now it is time for the best part of the run, where I will join the blood cult,
As you do.
as one does.
Which is strange because we're
Yeah,
going
join-
pacifist here, but we're joining a blood cult.
Yeah, correct. It is optimal. Trust.
It'll all make sense.
Join the people. Join the people that insulted you and called you maidenless, and may or may not have killed your maiden in the first place.
Yeah, bygones.
We kind of skipped over Vare at the beginning of the run. I have a tradition where I always allow him to get through a little bit of his dialogue so that I get called maidenless at the beginning of every run. But
I was
yeah,
gonna
we're
bring that
talk
up,
to
but
him.
I didn't want to. I was gonna bring that up before, but I didn't want to ruin your mojo.
But yeah, based on some placement of there's the maiden corpse that you find early on in this game. There's some speculation that may or may not be the Tarnished's intended maiden, and Vare's location in close proximity would may or may not imply some things. That the audacity of this man to kill your maiden and then be the one to call you maidenless, as if it is not his fault.
That's actually crazy when you think about it.
I mean, allegedly, we don't know for sure. But the implications are, yeah.
He takes recruiting for the blood cult very seriously.
Like, oh no, you don't have a maiden anymore. What are you gonna do?
All right, so basically what Vare just did is he gave me the multiplayer invasion item, the like festering bloody finger. He wants me to use that 3 times. Here's the problem. I don't have a PS Plus subscription. So, what we're going to do instead is FromSoft, in their generosity, added an NPC quest to this game where he exists in Altus Plateau and you can just invade him. And killing him also fulfills the requirements for the quest. However, killing him would increment the kill counter on this run, which is something we cannot do. An alternative way to fulfill the quest is to invade, his name is Beastclaw Magnus, invade Beastclaw Magnus 3 times. Now, there is an item called the Finger Severer that I could have gotten at the beginning of the run, and technically that would be the fastest way to do this, right? Just invade him, cancel the invasion with the Finger Severer, do that 3 times, quest complete, good to go. However, I thought it would be a lot funnier if we just let Magnus kill me 3 times, which also fulfills the quest.
Sometimes being funny is optimal.
Yes. In this case, that's not true, but whatever, you know. So I'm going to unequip all my armor here so that he kills me faster. And once I get to this invasion sign, we're all going to root for Magnus.
Good old Magnus, that's right. I want to see some M's in chat for Magnus.
Press
All right, Magnus, let's see what you got.
All right. Magnus, 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 Magnus.
Oh,
this is so good! Yes!
Yeah.
Very good RNG.
Oh.
That front flip one-shots me from full health. We want him to use that as much as possible.
Is that the Artorias flip?
It's very similar. Yeah, that is the weapon art for his great hammer.
This is how you know this is truly a pacifist run, where it's better to turn the other cheek and let them kill you.
Yes, and what's so funny is I literally have to do this 3 times. Like, once is not enough.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson?
Apparently 3 times.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, right? Nice! Blood loss proc. Let's go. Good RNG.
Very good.
And that's
Yo,
2.
this Magnus guy, he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Saving a lot of time here. This run is silly. I love it.
And 3rd time's the charm.
Right. Come on, Magnus, finish strong.
Meanwhile,
No,
from
don't start using
Magnus's
spells out of my range.
perspective is like, why does this tarnish keep running at me half naked over and over again?
Yeah, right.
This naked homeless person keeps invading.
Crazy. All right, that's 3. Thank you, Magnus. You did well. Give it up for Magnus, everybody.
MVP of the run, honestly.
Helping us maintain our pacifist run.
So people who guessed Beastclaw Magnus as a kill in this run, you were on the right track. You were thinking the right way, but you can skip killing him entirely. It's just not necessary. Alrighty. Now, for some reason, everything that I just did passes the first stage of the Blood Cult initiation ritual. Listen, don't ask me about their customs. I clearly don't understand.
Listen, we're just here to join the cult. We're not looking to question their ways.
Exactly.
They like it that way.
I'm glad. You have a... I wish to a night luminary... So, now. Normally that...
All right, yeah, whatever, Var. Just let me in. I want to join the
Okay,
cult.
so he just gave me a piece of cloth and told me to soak it in the blood of a maiden. However, as we know, I am maidenless. So what am I to do?
That's kind of a problem here.
It really is a problem. I mean, it's not like I'm just going to find like a dead woman laying in a chair out in the open, right? I mean, that would just be unthinkable, impossible.
That'd be ridiculous.
Right?
Like, who goes around leaving
leaving
dead women
women's corpses
in chairs?
In chairs, right? That would be crazy. Anyway, time for the giant flaming eyeball at the top of the tower that drives you crazy when it looks at you. A fan favorite, really.
Yeah, Medusa ain't got nothing on her.
This was, again, quite a surprise, playing Elden Ring blind for the first time.
I just assumed it was Sauron.
That is what I
It
thought.
definitely gives Sauron vibes.
I mean, it's got to be paying homage.
I would think so.
There's no
I would
way.
think so, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna hop off my horse here because I'm about to get invaded by Festering Fingerprint Vike. And while I'm invaded, I can't do a bunch of the things that would like normally teleport me quickly, so I actually do need Vike to kill me. And oh my gosh, do you see that? Is that a dead woman sitting in a chair? My gosh, what are the odds?
Oh my god, how convenient.
What a coincidence.
Amazing how things work out. All right, Vike, kill me. Do it. You know you want to. Okay. It's gonna barely not kill me. That's so sad. All right, whatever.
He didn't do the
Yeah,
thing.
he didn't do the cool thing. He has
didn't do the thing.
he has a certain attack where he jumps into the air and stabs his spear into the ground. It creates a giant frenzy flame explosion. It's so cool, and it one-shots me, so it's actually optimal.
That might be
Magnus would have killed you there, though.
That's true.
this might be the
Kind of
first
dropped the
time.
ball,
Just didn't need all that.
This might be the
Kinda
first
dropped the
time
ball.
in show history where surviving with a pixel of health is a bad thing.
right?
Normally we'd be like, clip it, ship it, we're good, put it on socials. but
Calculated, but no, that was like the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah, Magnus had a better runtime on tarnished kills. I think Vike's gonna have to step up his game.
All right. Well, regardless, we have now completed all of the steps necessary for the cult initiation.
This a night now.
And now, behold, absolute cinema.
Oh no, he's gonna take your finger.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Game of the year.
There it goes.
I mean, yeah,
Game of the year.
You have.
yeah, it was.
All right, so basically he just gave me this Pure Blood Knight's Medal and was very specific. Don't use it immediately. So I'm going to use it immediately.
As you should.
This will take me to Mogwin Palace, which if you're familiar with this game, this is an end game area. Does my character look end game ready to you?
I mean, you got the ringed finger, so
Yeah, I mean, anything's possible. So, of course, I'm going to do the responsible thing and kill Moog Lord of Blood without upgrading my character any further from this. Yep, so that's the second kill. Moog Lord of Blood.
with the small amount of levels that we have here.
we have no control over these guys' choices.
Yeah, that's true. These guys definitely make decisions.
Yeah, look at all this free money.
I will be using the Memory of Grace before I fight Moog and before I level up again, so don't worry about it. No unethically obtained runes will be spent.
These runes are ethically sourced.
Yes, like that Lord's rune I just picked up. That's completely fine.
No pesticides or anything.
Free, no GMO.
Okay, so this guy is following me, which is not something that always happens. Just gonna do a little serpentine maneuver so I don't get shot in the back. Works every time. Oh no, he's coming. He gave up.
Bro's not getting Employee of the Month.
Definitely not. Okay, so
Are we not supposed to be part of this cult? Why are they attacking us?
well, I think they're mad I used the medal. Okay, so Golden Seeds and Sacred Tears, I've cashed in all the ones that I've gotten. I now have 8 plus 5 flasks. That is the end of upgrading flasks for this run. There will be no more of that. Okay.
Give me runes, give me fire, give me wondrous physique, or I retire.
I can't believe that didn't one-shot you.
I'm surprised as well, to be honest. But we got out of there. If I had died, it wouldn't have been a big deal. I got what I needed. I got the Somber Ancient Dragon Smithing Stone. All right,
And
time for Moog Lord of Blood, who I will surely beat first try.
With the trusty ringed finger.
Yes.
I mean, you ever been slapped by a hand with rings on it?
Doesn't feel good.
It's gotta hurt. Imagine and see how big that finger is. That pain is tenfold.
That's actually just like a human-sized finger.
Yeah. Scale the pain and damage proportionally.
So that attack he just did, the like fireball, that's the best attack he can use because I can strafe around him and get 2 charged heavies in.
Mondo damage.
This is the worst attack he can use.
Oh, yep. I can never dodge that one consistently.
Took a lot of practice.
Yep.
Big slap. Big slap.
That golf swing in with the ringed finger. Oh, here it comes.
Okay.
We're just gonna be
If
tanked.
I did this right, it should, this should stance break. No, I missed! That sucks. Alright. Okay, a little annoying.
The heal adding insult to injury. But that's how it is.
Oh. Okay.
Man, I feel like a lot of the attacks in this fight in particular just have like these weird, like, kind of like arcs that you have to, like sideways arcs, I guess.
do.
That you, it's just really, it seems really tricky to dodge.
Yeah, that one where he throws out the blood in an arc is particularly annoying.
Ah! Let's go. Ah, that was a terrible heal. Why did I do that? Oh well. Rough RNG there, kinda. Oh well. Shake it off. Go back in. The run was going exceptionally well up until that point.
The name of the game is persistence in Souls.
Hey, as we always say here, if you don't die, you're on the wrong show. This is what we're here for. Give the people what they want.
They want blood.
They're certainly getting in this fight.
I mean, yeah, we haven't talked about this, but this was one of my favorite fights in Elden Ring. Was just like,
Oh, I absolutely adore this boss.
the level of mechanics, the music, even the lore, the fact that, you know, like, it's just, it took me so many tries too, but like doing this at a low level and stuff too is incredible to begin with. But I love this fight. I love all the mode fights actually.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to get the hang of him in Night Rain with some of his new moves he's got. He'll summon a bunch of tridents that have health, and you have to destroy them to create safe zones before they detonate. All the while he's attacking you, of course.
Yeah, I know they're not all Moog. I think of them all
Oh.
as Moog, but the first real like test in this game is the one in the castle that we skipped, and you start realizing like how many moves does this thing have?
Moog does indeed have moves.
And some of them are delayed too, which is the worst part.
Oh yeah. Oh, here it comes, the kneel.
Okay. Hopefully I can actually get the stance break here. There we go. That's what I was trying to do the first time.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice. Finger
Take that
slap.
nice chunk of health.
Good. That's what we want to see.
Got a nice chunk.
Crazy dodges.
Another stagger, and here we go, in for the crit. Another nice chunk of health. Is Crit City up in here? Thanks to the power of the ringed finger.
Yeah, chunking away as much damage as he can. Ooh, kind of tricky movement around those tombstones there, but able to maneuver around it.
The hazardous terrain that Moog is setting up definitely not helping, but managed to avoid the worst of it. And there you have
That's
it.
2, chat. That is 2.
Moog is down.
I wanted to avoid saying anything about how good you were doing.
I appreciate that. I was very locked in. Okay.
As we know, that is the kiss of death when it comes to these fights.
Yes.
Yeah, after the
Okay.
phase shift, I was like, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna make my way into the Land of Shadow, and then I think it's time for a break.
Yep. Whenever you're ready for the break, just let us know. We'll stop the timer, and we'll take a quick 5
I
minutes.
think right now is an excellent time.
Okay, then let's go ahead and stop the timer here.